Being told you'll never walk again at age 7 is devastating. Discovering at age 22 that you are never paralyzed, your parents faked your disability for $1.8 million in insurance fraud, that's trauma that sends people to prison for decades. I'm Emily Watson, 22 years old. For 15 years, I lived in a wheelchair, paralyzed from the waist down. Car accident at age 7, permanent disability, or so everyone believed. Last month, I stood up in front of my parents for the first time in 15 years, walked across the room, watched their faces drain of color, watched panic replace the control they'd had over me since childhood. My mother screamed, "Emily, sit down, you'll hurt yourself." I said, "I was never hurt, was I? There was no spinal damage, no paralysis. You made me believe I couldn't walk. For insurance money, for disability benefits, for 15 years." My father tried to grab me. "You don't understand." I understand perfectly. I found the medical records, the real ones, from the hospital. No spinal damage, no paralysis, just bruising. I could have walked the whole time. You stole my childhood, my mobility, my life, for money. This is the story of how Munchausen by proxy, insurance fraud, and medical child abuse led to my parents' arrest and my freedom. Before I tell you how I discovered the truth, before you hear what those medical records revealed, hit like now. Comment your city. This is about parents who crippled their own child for profit. Age 7, the accident. Car crash. I was in the back seat, hit from behind, violent impact. I don't remember much. Pain, confusion, hospital. I woke up in a hospital bed, neck brace, back brace, tubes, monitors. My mother was crying. "Emily, sweetheart, the doctors say, they say you're hurt very badly, your spine. You won't be able to walk anymore." I said, "What? I can't walk?" My father said, "No, baby, the accident damaged your spine. You're paralyzed from the waist down. You'll need a wheelchair for the rest of your life." I was 7. I believed them, believed the doctors, believed my parents. The rehabilitation. Physical therapy, learning to use a wheelchair, learning to live as a disabled child. But something felt wrong. I could feel my legs, sensation, tingling, movement when I focused. I told the physical therapist, "I think I can feel my legs. I think I can move them." She looked at my mother. My mother said, "Phantom sensations. The doctor explained this. Her brain hasn't accepted the paralysis yet. It creates false signals." The therapist nodded. "That's normal. Your brain will adjust." I tried to move my legs. Actually move them, in therapy. My mother stopped me. "Emily, stop. You're hurting yourself. The doctor said you can't walk. Trying will damage your spine more." I was 7. I believed her. Stopped trying. The next 15 years. Wheelchair. Every day, everywhere. School, home, events, life. People treated me as disabled, pitied me, helped me, accommodated me. I believed I was paralyzed, believed I'd never walk, accepted it. But always, always I could feel my legs. Sensation never stopped. Movement never fully disappeared. I told doctors over the years, "I can feel my legs. I think I can move them." They'd look at my parents. My parents would say, "Phantom sensations. We've been through this." The doctors would nod, close the file, move on. No one questioned it. No one investigated for 15 years. 3 months ago, age 22. I applied for college disability services, needed documentation, current medical records to prove disability status for accommodations. The disability office said, "We need your original hospital records from the accident to establish baseline condition." I asked my parents, "Can you get my hospital records from the accident?" They hesitated, exchanged looks. My mother said, "Why do you need those? You have current records." College needs original documentation from the accident to prove permanent disability. My father said, "We'll handle it. We'll send them directly to the school." I said, "No, I need copies for myself, too, for my records." They couldn't refuse without seeming suspicious. "Fine, we'll request them." 2 weeks later, records arrived. Sealed envelope from the hospital. I opened it before my parents could intercept. Medical report, Emily Watson, age 7, car accident. Injuries sustained, minor whiplash, bruised ribs, 3rd and 4th rib, left side, bruised spine, lumbar region, minor concussion. Neurological assessment, normal, full motor function, full sensory function, no spinal cord damage, no nerve damage. Prognosis, full recovery expected within 6 to 8 weeks. Physical therapy recommended for bruising. No paralysis, no permanent disability. I read it 5 times, then 10 times, then 20. No paralysis, no spinal damage, no disability. Bruising, that's all. Bruising that should have healed in weeks. I'd been in a wheelchair for 15 years for bruising. I searched deeper, found more records, medical bills, insurance claims. Insurance claim filed by parents, $2.3 million. Permanent disability, lifetime care required, home modifications, wheelchair and equipment, lost future earnings. Amount paid by insurance, $1.8 million over 15 years. My parents had been collecting disability insurance, Social Security disability, state benefits, charity donations for a disability that never existed. I didn't confront them immediately. Needed to be sure. Needed to test. Week 1, private testing. I locked my bedroom door, late at night, tried to move my legs. I focused, concentrated, pushed past 15 years of being told I couldn't. My toes moved, actually moved, not phantom sensation, real movement. I tried harder. Ankles flexed, knees bent slightly. I could move my legs. I could actually move them. Week 2, building strength. Every night, locked door, exercises, moving legs, flexing muscles, building strength that had atrophied from 15 years of disuse. It was hard, painful, muscles weak from never being used properly, but they worked. They functioned. I wasn't paralyzed. Week 3, standing attempt. I waited until my parents were asleep, midnight, locked my door. I gripped my bed frame, pulled myself up, shifted weight to my legs. They held. Shaky, weak, but they held my weight. I stood. For the first time in 15 years, I stood. Tears streaming down my face. I could stand. I could walk. I'd always been able to. They'd just convinced me I couldn't. For insurance money. Week 4, evidence gathering. I contacted the hospital. I need to speak to the neurologist who treated me, Dr. Richard Morrison, from my car accident 15 years ago. He was still practicing, remembered my case. Emily Watson, yes, minor spinal bruising, full recovery expected. You should have been walking within 2 months. Why are you still in a wheelchair? I said, my parents told me I was paralyzed. I've been in a wheelchair for 15 years. Long silence. That's impossible. Your injury didn't cause paralysis. I documented that clearly. Full neurological function. If you've been in a wheelchair, it's not because of medical necessity. I said, will you provide a statement testifying to my actual medical condition? He said, absolutely. What your parents did, if they claimed you were paralyzed, that's medical child abuse, Munchausen by proxy, and insurance fraud. Last month, I prepared everything. Medical records, Dr. Morrison's statement, insurance fraud documentation, police on standby. I told my parents I needed to talk. Family meeting, important. They sat in the living room, casual, unsuspecting. I wheeled in, like always, like 15 years of always. Then I said, I found something interesting. My hospital records from the accident. My mother's face changed. Where did you get those? From the hospital, for college. They show something fascinating. No spinal damage, no paralysis, just bruising. Full recovery expected in 6 to 8 weeks. My father said, That's wrong. The doctors told us. I spoke with Dr. Morrison, my neurologist. He remembers my case, says I should have been walking within 2 months, that there was never any paralysis. My mother started crying. Emily, you don't understand. The doctors were wrong initially. Later tests showed... There were no later tests. I have all the medical records. Every scan, every evaluation. All normal, all showing full neurological function. My father stood. Emily, this is confusing you. You're missing